After just 2 races into the 2025 season, Red Bull has announced that they're demoting Liam Lawson to their junior team to be replaced by Yuki Tsunoda. To understand why and how this happened, let's rewind the clock back to the 2024 season for a second. Lawson joined the Red Bull team this season after replacing his predecessor, Sergio Perez, who in the 2024 season finished in 8th overall versus Verstappen's 1st, ultimately leading Red Bull to slip from 1st to 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull stuck with Perez's deal for arguably longer than they should have, but they ultimately ended his deal early after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which opened up a seat for 2025. Even though Tsunoda laid out a really impressive season in 2024, scoring 30 of AlphaTauri's 46 points, he was initially passed over by Red Bull in favor of Lawson to replace Perez. Fast forward to the 2025 season, and to say the least, Lawson has not kicked off the season to a great start. In the Australian Grand Prix, he qualified 18th and then crashed out in wet conditions. And at the Chinese Grand Prix just last weekend, he made pretty unfortunate history by being the first Red Bull driver in their 20-year history to qualify in last place on the grid. He ultimately finished in 15th, scoring no points for the team, while Verstappen finished in 4th. There have been rumors circling really ever since that race, but just this week, Red Bull officially announced that they would be swapping the 2 drivers. When asked for comment, Christian Horner said that it was purely a sporting decision, and quite frankly, it had been difficult seeing Lawson struggle in the car. And also called out that the car, the RB21, is too fast and too good of a car for both drivers to not be earning points and scoring. Ultimately, it's really important for Red Bull this season to win the Constructors' Championship, which is something they should have won last year. According to insiders, the entire Red Bull management team agreed that the swap was in order. This is a big deal because this is the shortest stint that a Red Bull driver has ever had on the team. Tsunoda's raced for the Red Bull junior team his entire career so far in F1, so this promotion is a big deal. He entered in 2021 as a raw but quick talent, and over the last 4 years has dramatically matured as a driver. He called 2024 one of his best seasons, and to be frank, I agree with him. I think he did a really good job. He's been one of my favorite drivers on the grid for a long time now. People are split online, but what do you think about this decision? Personally, I'm really excited to see Tsunoda in this car. It is a notoriously difficult car now that Perez, who I know this isn't exactly the same car, but let's face it, it's pretty similar, really struggled with. Lawson has really struggled with. I'm excited to see what Tsunoda can do with it. If he's able to do well at his own home race, Suzuka, in 2 weeks, that's going to really set him up for success to be on the parent team for a lot of his career and really grow into potentially being the next Max Verstappen. On the other hand, I really do think it's a shame to see Lawson out so fast. I understand why Red Bull made the choice, but I really hope he's able to find his sea legs and this isn't the beginning of the end for his career in F1.